2024 just keeps on giving. Yeah. There she is. Isn't she a thing of beauty? Look, I'm going skiing. Somehow, and I have no idea how, I have fractured one of the long metatarsal bones in my foot. Now, I've been stomped on repeatedly by horses and never, as far as I know, broken a metatarsal, even with a 1,500-pound horse, 1,400-pound, whatever Eddie weighs, landing on my foot. Oh gosh, about 3.5 weeks ago, I woke up feeling sore, and now I'm hobbling. By the next day, I could barely walk down to the barn without really hobbling, and it just has been hanging on. Rocky, hold on. Yeah, so I have no idea. I don't know what happened, and it's so frustrating because now I gotta wear this stupid boot supposedly for 2 weeks. And the reason it's so frustrating for me is because, well, aside from everything I want to do, I have 2 horse shows planned that I need to prepare for. Max and I have been working really hard trying to get back into a state where we can go to a show, and I didn't want another season to go by without making it to a horse show. There's one coming up October 20th and another one on October 26th, and I want to do them both. So I think I won't be doing trail rides for 2 weeks because I wouldn't want to not use my stirrup for trail rides, but I can ride him without stirrups and do dressage. In fact, I ride better without the stirrups when I do dressage, but oh, so frustrating. So frustrating. And on top of it, that's not even the only thing that's going on with me. How long ago was this now? Back about the same time. Yeah, just prior to that. I woke up with a sore tooth. One of my molars here. Not the way back, but kind of in the middle. It was sore, and by the end of the night, I was in agony. Like, I couldn't even touch it with my tongue hardly, and I had a hard time falling asleep. I got up to take Tylenol, which I never do. I took Tylenol twice. So the course of the night, I managed to fall asleep about 1:30, 2 o'clock. So the next day, I made an appointment and got in to see my dentist, who then took an x-ray, and then he sent me to a endodontist, just like that. I think that's what the guy is called, to get an MRI. And one of my ancient root canals, I think I only have one, and it's old. It predates 90. It's like 97. I think I got it because I got it the year I was on Broadway in Jekyll and Hyde, and I'll never forget it. And the reason is because, would you believe it or not, I went and had a root canal done in Manhattan in between the 2 shows. I did the matinee, and then I went and I did a root canal. How crazy is that? And I came back to do the night show, and I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden I got a zinger, and it was in the scene where, the Red Rat scene where Jekyll sees Lucy for the first time, good and evil. Jekyll sees Lucy, she does the good and evil song, and then walk down to the front of the stage where that little table was set up, and Cuccioli and I did the scene. And we're sitting there, and he's looking at me, and I'm looking at him really close, and all of a sudden I think my eyes crossed because I got like an electric shock of pain in my head, which I think is pretty common when you get a root canal. It happened, and then, he's looking at me like, "Are you okay?" And then I went on a few more minutes, and it happened again a second time, and then it didn't happen again for the rest of the night. But it's the reason I'll never forget it. Well, apparently my root canal is now infected. It's caused an infection, which is even into my sinus a little. So now I have to deal with that. I'm having them remove that tooth. I am not gonna go through this again, and because as I've been discovering, root canals are not good. If you do the research, doctors will tell you don't look on the internet, but I mean just go look all over the internet. More and more and more doctors and tons of people are all talking about the bad stuff that can happen with root canals. And trying to fix this one it's a major thing. They can't go through the bottom; they have to go through the side, and nope, not dealing with that. So for the first time in my life, I'm going to have a tooth pulled. And I'm not even going to do an implant. It's called a flipper or something like that. Something that's removable. They don't file your teeth down. They don't any of that. They don't put a piece of metal into your bone. I guess our jawlines, the bone density starts to shrink over time. And implants, there's a lot of negative stuff too about implants. So not to scare people who have them, but I'm not going to go that route. I'm just going to go the most naturalistic route that I can. Keep it clean. So, yeah, 2024. Who would have thought? That is typical of me. The thing that bothers me the most is I want to do the horse shows. We've been really working hard. I've been riding him pretty regularly now. We're both starting to get a little bit fitter with my riding strength. He's lost a little bit of weight. I'd like to say I have, but I don't think I have. But I feel maybe riding fit. I'm a little fitter. And I've been going over and having lessons with I have 2 trainers. So the one I've been going to. I haven't been able to go to Courtney in quite a long time, but I just went over to see her again the other day. I had a lesson with her over at her barn, and I'm going to keep a couple of those up until the show. So we've been working hard, and then this. So I'm not stopping. I'm just going to ride without stirrups. I will put a really strong shoe on my foot, and then I will just not use stirrup. That's what I'm going to do. Enough complaining. Let's end with something positive. Right, Max? Feels good. Does that feel good? Goldenrod for days.